Hi, it's Ricky from Moshville Times here once again. I'm delighted to welcome Czech-based Beatdown crew No Face No Case. So No Face No Case play beatdown of the tallest order, and while this may be a relatively new genre for me, they've certainly opened my eyes. We've got Matt, the vocalist. We've also got twin guitarists Marek and Radek, and we've got the drummer Toby. So first of all, guys, how are you guys doing? How are things in Czechoslovakia? Well, Czechia, with COVID and things like that? All your friends and family okay?
Well, I haven't lost anyone from COVID, but Czech Republic was in probably the worst in the world up until recently, and we've only just come out of lockdown. So still shops are closed. We can't have concerts. We can't go to the movies, but we can at least go outside after 9 o'clock, and we can go see our mates.
Yeah, it's.
Although we did that when we couldn't.
Illegally.
I didn't want to bring that up because it is recorded. But it's the same up here in Scotland. Like we're just coming out the third lockdown, so pubs and restaurants and hotels are beginning to open up again. So it's like 6 months since I've had a pint of lager, so I'm dying for a pint of lager. So I can't wait to order one of them.
Yeah.
But it's good to hear that things are getting better over there. So because somewhere that me and a couple of boys are talking, it's definitely an ambition of mine to go to Obscene Extreme. It'll be funny as fuck as if you guys get on it, you know.
That'll be cool.
It's certainly a festival. Certainly Prague itself is a city, sorry, that I've wanted to visit. So maybe when things are better. So with the lockdown then, and with releasing 3 singles in the last 6 months or so, have you been using this time constructively and written more songs then?
We're currently writing an EP. It's not finished, but we've got most of the songs done. Matt still needs to record some vocals. There'll be a couple changes and then mix and master, but then we're done. And so it's coming sometime this year, not sure when yet.
Yeah, and for one's upcoming single, we have like the music video in work, so it's maybe question of the whole time. Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, No Face No Case like came into existence during lockdown, during quarantine, pretty much. So you know, we've been using that time.
Yeah, we've spent the entire time
trying to be efficient,
trying to get as much done while we couldn't play, so that as soon as we can play, you know, we don't get 6 people showing up.
So is this like your first musical project? Like, how did you just all get to know one another?
Well, I've known Radek since 2016, 17, when we worked together. In
like a guitar center,
the Czech version of Guitar Center, and we know Philip also from there, although he didn't last very long, and then Philip knew Matt, and Matt's girlfriend knew Marek. So like I've known Philip and Radek for about 4 years, Matt and Marek for about a year.
Yeah, and we had the idea of like starting a beatdown band with Philip for like the 3 past years, pretty much. So you know, we only got to like actually put it together in the past year with together with Toby and Radek. I only met them a year ago.
Yeah, well, it's quite frightening, the standard of music that you're releasing already, because I think with every single release it's getting better and better. But we'll talk about your singles and stuff like that later on. But so you're talking about an EP then, because you're quite prolific songwriters, and Marek is back, but he's on mute. Did you ever think of like your next release will be an album rather than an EP? Did you have a discussion as to what your next release would be?
we didn't even have a discussion, I guess.
Yeah.
Just like straightforward went for EP. I
Yeah.
guess.
Well, on
don't
Ultra
know.
Heavy Records, we got that sometime in December or January. We signed that, and because we're on a label, Luca from Within Destruction, who runs it, has given us a lot of advice and a lot of help. So the EP was already an idea we had. We wanted to do an EP, but Luca kind of pushed for us to do the EP as soon as possible, instead of just continuing to release singles over and over again. Obviously, we'll still release singles before the EP and after the EP, but we're working on getting just a bigger body of work together.
Yeah, but like at the time before we got on the label, it wasn't even possible for us to make an EP, an album financially. Really, like we couldn't afford making an album, honestly.
Yeah. So, Marek, are you the guy that sends the band like riffs at 4 o'clock in the morning? You always coming up with new ideas and stuff, or is it Radek that does that?
Oh, I think it's like every one of us is.
I think Mark is muted.
Yeah, Mark is probably muted. But I think like every one of us is like
everyone
bringing his own like personal style and preferences.
Yeah.
So it's not like one person is composing, let's say, all these songs. I think it's really nice because I'm like more like genty guy, let's say. Philip and Matthias are more like beatdown hardcore, let's say. So together it can make really cool sounds and song structures. So we are like
but it's more of like a conversation. So someone comes with a riff or a song idea. Someone else will say, I like that, but we'll change this riff, and then I'll get the file and write drums, kind of based on what was already there, but I'll make it a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes I'll change the beats completely. Sometimes I'll leave them as they are.
Also, our producer Vojta, he's such a creative guy and guitarist, so he also contributes with really nice features.
He has great ideas usually to complement what we
like if we come with a riff that it's good, but it's just missing something. Quite often he'll say, well, why don't you try this? And we try it out. If we like it, we'll use it. If we don't, we won't. But that's kind of what a good producer is for.
You just took the words right out of my mouth. That's what our producers should do, and like especially with yourself, Matt. Imagine he'll be pushing you. You might do your lines one by one and stuff like that, but he'll say, "No, that's not good enough. I want you to give more." So he must have pushed you to the limits as well. But so the EP then, is it going to have any of the 3 singles that you released, or is it going to be brand new songs?
I'm not. I don't know if we can say that. Can we say that?
I don't know.
I guess no one's banned us from saying it. Well, there's gonna be one of the songs on that.
Yeah, I think we've already said that before. Like it's gonna be Out of the Blue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're putting Out of the Blue on the EP because I think that's like
the strongest single, and also it's the freshest. If we put a song that's already been out for a year on the EP, it's like it doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
Also, it kind of fits into the idea of the EP. I mean, Out of the Blue is a bit different, so.
Well, that's actually what I was going to. I just have to say, I'm absolutely delighted to hear that because it's a fucking banger of a tune. But also, that's what I was going to ask. Like, how does the new songs compare to your early material? How do you think it's been enhanced?
I'd say they're a lot more nu metal influenced than what we've released. I mean, we've created
you're muted, Ricky.
What was that?
No,
no. I was shocked
with your mouth and I couldn't hear it.
I was shocked when you said new metal because I was thinking, what, Korn or
yeah, I mean, pretty much
more like new metalcore, let's say. This like new.
Well, I wouldn't call it new metalcore. It's more like
Okay.
There are some.
We created the label, or I don't know if we created it. I'm sure someone used it before us, but we started using the label nu-beatdown because we didn't want to limit ourselves to just what beatdown was. Our first single, Deadbeat, was just the dumbest shit we could put together. It was heavy for sure.
It's heavy and it's a banger, but it's just as stupid
it was actually that Boita, our producer, named it Caveman, and from that point on, every our song is named Caveman before we release it. So there's Caveman 1, Caveman 2, Caveman 3. Out of the Blue was Caveman 3, right? So it was that damp,
So I take it you guys aren't allowed to meet in the studio and stuff like that at the moment. Okay. So how are you guys communicating your ideas then? Your riffs and whatnot?
Well, I live with Matt, so most of the time if Matt comes up with a riff, I just walk into the next room and write the drums. But if anyone else is writing riffs, usually it gets sent on Google Drive at some point, once all the riffs are kind of, there's a final idea, then I'll get the drums and I'll spend a day or two thinking about what I want to do where, and the bass is just the low string of the power chord plugged on the bass. But really it's all Google Drive and just sending riffs and songs back and forth. But
we also meet twice a week, so we are all from Prague.
Band practice.
Yeah, for rehearsals.
And
we can technically. I'd rather let Marek. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure about the technicality of why. I'm not sure if we can actually meet, but
legally
well, we can. Oh, I see. So I was thinking we meet in Discord, for example. That was our man.
Oh, great stuff, man. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you. But you released your debut single like Deadbeat in August of last year, but so when did you guys actually form the band? Was it like February, March, and within a couple of months you had the single Deadbeat? How did it feel to get your first single out there for everybody to hear?
I think it was about we formed the band with the current lineup about 3 months before releasing Deadbeat, I think. But we already had the song written and recorded in the studio.
And releasing it was, well, it was cool because I've been in lots of bands before this, but only one has ever released anything, and it's shit, and I'm not ever going to show anyone.
You mean other than NFNC?
Yeah, before NFNC.
Yeah, okay.
So it felt good to release something, that we're all proud of, and also, see that, we're getting views, we're getting comments, loads of hate, money. You're not Bulldoze. It doesn't sound like this band that played my granddad's garage in 1993 in New Jersey.
But we like Bulldoze just to get that out of the way.
Yeah. I listen to Bulldoze like once a month, like the whole EP.
But it felt really good to get something out there and see that people were actually interested, and that
so was it maybe like then we'll release Deadbeat and see what happens, and if people like it we'll carry on, or was it a case of we'll see?
I think we were like, Deadbeat's gonna get 10,000 views in one day, and then we're gonna do another song in a week. But that was kind of what we were hyping ourselves up
overhyped.
Like we didn't really care about whether or not the people will like it.
You done it for yourself. You done it for yourself.
At the end of the day, it's fun. We all played our instruments for years before we ever released Deadbeat with nothing but just, you know, you get better and you feel good about it, and then one day.
Well, it's easy to say it now, right? Because Deadbeat was like those numbers were high up, so it's easy to say for now. Like if we didn't get those numbers, we would still do it. But who knows, right?
Yeah.
we can tell it ourselves right now because Deadbeat is where it is. But
You know what's great?
yeah, I think we would continue even if there wasn't those numbers.
Do you know what's quite
It's
frightening?
like really nice motivation. Sorry.
No, do you know what's quite frightening is the fact that you said that you've been in loads of bands before this. I thought you were like 18 or 19 or something like that, you know?
Well,
Not really.
I'm 23.
All right, okay.
Radek,
I'm 27.
All right.
he's the boomer of the group.
I'm the boomer here. I will die really soon, so. We're searching for a new guitarist, number 2.
Already, we're looking for.
We are preparing already.
But like Matt's the youngest and he's 20.
Yeah.
And like I think I don't know if Marek's played in any bands before, but
I
do.
but just one.
Okay, yeah.
Once you.
I'm just wondering though, Marek, if it was like glam metal, because I hear quite a lot of Motley Crue influences in No Face No Case. No?
Yeah, we're getting opera singing on the EP. Matt's doing it.
Yeah.
We're gonna be new power metal beatdown.
Excellent. Thanks, guys. Thanks, but we're going back to the debut single again, but you managed to enlist guest vocals from Andrew from, you guys done this to me on purpose. Andrew from Epicardectomy. I think I said it all right.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. That was
Epicardiectomy, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
But, you know.
It was pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Cool. So that must have been a dream of you guys to get him to lay down vocals in, especially since it was a brand new band. But they're obviously well established and things like that. So how did it come about that you managed to get Andrew? Did you just know him, or did you just chance your luck and reach out to him?
That was mostly a dream for me and Philip. I mean, I'm not sure if we already knew we wanted to contact him before Toby.
Yeah, no. You already had Andrew agreed before we.
Just like one of the first things you said to me was there will be Andrew.
Yeah, so contacting him was super random. Like we didn't expect him to even respond, but we knew that he liked Beatdown and that he,
and he's Czech, so it makes makes it easier.
So we could get him in a video as well, super easily. He was super sick. He was like super cool about it.
Yeah.
He instantly responded, said like he loved the demo. Like we sent him the roughest demo we had, and he was like, "Whoa, that's so cool, guys! So glad someone's doing that in the Czech Republic." And it made us so happy, so hyped, and. So he was super cool about it. Recorded the feat, and even joined us in the video. So yeah.
But again, with the video and stuff like that, the first 3/4 of the song, obviously you can sing low, but then Andrew came in and it just went, oh fuck! It just incredibly low. He's got some set of lungs on him, that man. It must have been a blast having them on it. Yeah, I take it you had a good couple of beers during the video.
Yeah.
And whatever else.
Yeah, it was a good time, and Andrew was just such a chill guy the whole day. He was like he was so nice. He was telling us stories from tour and telling us about their previous vocalist who he knows personally, but like he never played in Epicardiectomy with him, and their previous vocalist in the Czech Republic. He's not just in a big slam band, or wasn't in a big slam band only, but he was also the producer for. He was in Super Crew, which is a big rap
Czech rap
crew from the Czech Republic, and so it's just the connection through Andrew it was cool. He was so nice.
Yeah. And fun fact, that's not really fun that much, but
Just
he actually he couldn't drink because of his mental health. So, but he was still super cool being surrounded by a bunch of wasted people. Like we were all like
wasted
totally
people
drunk.
And Marek, right?
Yeah,
And we were on the same level with Andrew.
Yeah. So he was like one of the two sober people there, and he was still super chill. Yeah, super nice guy.
It's quite funny in the video. You could tell who was sober and who wasn't.
Yeah, I think guys actually doesn't remember how nice was Andrew, so I can tell he was really nice. Yeah. I remember it, right?
Cool. Do you know, it's something that I recognise? It's a common theme throughout your videos that you have a wee drink. But no, it's definitely cool. But listen, I think it's your next single, Two-Faced, that was just released a month later after Deadbeat. And I think for me, I think this is where you were kind of finding your sound and being noticed by the masses. Like, do you guys feel that this is when you were thinking, we're beginning to get noticed here?
Yeah, with Two-Faced, it was kind of like we had released Deadbeat. We didn't have any other songs, and we just had a couple of demos on Google Drive, and we're just like, okay, Two-Faced sounds like it's the most beat down out of all of it. So we'll record that, and because we got so many views with Deadbeat, considering the fact that Two-Faced won't have a feat, Deadbeat did, so it'll have a little bit less views. We kind of, even though it did okay, we from the beginning we felt like it was a flop because Deadbeat, because it had Andrew, just the word epicardiectomy in the title was huge for us,
especially on Slam Worldwide. That's huge.
and then the next single had no one, and we were just expecting, it'll be just a little bit worse because we got the hype from Deadbeat but no feat, and it did a lot worse. I mean, it's still done well. It's just past 30,000 views.
Yeah, I think so.
Which is better than most Czech bands.
31 other.
31. But it was really like, we have to keep this hype going. Let's record and release a song as soon as possible. The original idea for the music video was that we were just going to be returning beer bottles
in Lidl,
and having a barbecue at Marek's house. But
that kind of happened.
It ended up in a tennis court. Anyway.
Yeah.
But that's what I was going to say. Well, that's what I was going to ask. Did you actually get into a wee bit of bother? Like, did you get into any trouble, like recording Lidls or anything like that? Or were they quite open to it? You asked their permission first?
Actually, we asked permission. No one replied to our email.
I understand why.
But we filmed there anyway. But then some of the employees afterwards, we were filming in front of the
storage.
When you come with the truck and there's the big gate ramp, and we were sitting in front of the door, and two employees came out for a smoke, and they kicked us out. But we'd already got 3 or 4 shots.
Yeah, it's interesting that they kicked us out from there, but not from inside the store.
They were watching Philip walking around the store in a Scooby-Doo costume, and us going back and forth through the same aisle really slowly. And they were just like, "What's going on here?" But then we were in the back of the store, and when they came out for a cigarette, they kicked us out.
Yeah.
And then the only other trouble was after we
recording.
finished filming. Yeah, after it was all done and we went home, me, Philip, and Radek were hanging out just in the street, and we were too loud, so the cops came and asked us to leave.
But like nothing happened.
Yeah, nothing happened. Just they asked us to leave.
That's all right. That's all right. So can I ask, what was the idea of the watermelon?
I like that you noticed. I mean, I don't know. I really
like Matt's previous flat. He like always when we were there, we always had a watermelon in his fridge.
Yeah,
because I just love watermelons.
Yeah.
And at 3 a.m, everyone, no beer left. Everyone's hungry. Everyone's thirsty, but no one's tired just yet. Matt goes to the fridge and he's like, "Hey, who wants watermelon?" Just every single time.
Yeah.
I always had a full plate, or 2 full plates of watermelon. Yeah.
So it was just like, let's just put watermelon in the video. Inside joke.
Yeah. But I'm planning to use that in a video again sometime soon because I feel like it wasn't utilized.
It's definitely a cool video, but I saw you guys putting all the beers, and I felt sorry for the lassie on the checkout, like putting all the beers through. She must have been there all afternoon with the amount of beers and God knows what else you were buying, you know. But
it was just 2 crates, so she just marks.
Just 2 crates. Just 2 crates.
Yeah. She just scans 1 beer, writes 40 beers and 2 actual crates because you can return those for 100 crowns.
All right.
So you just scan 1 beer and write times 40. Yeah, and it was fine. But
I think there was quite
she was fine with it, I think.
I think there was quite a funny bit in the video, Matt, where you were looking at the camera and stuff like that, but your eyes were kind of. I think you were eating something.
Yes. That's one of the last shots, and Matt, I think, was very, very drunk, and
not only him.
Yeah, we were all drunk, but Matt's the vocalist, so he's the one staring into the camera the most. We're all in the back vibing, and so just Matt's eyes were just completely red.
Yeah, it's true. I was fucked up.
I'm trying to remember as well. Were you wearing a pink jacket on a bus, Matt?
It wasn't pink actually. That's just the color grading.
You say that now. You say that now. You're singing about beating everybody up, and you're sitting in the bus with a pink jacket on.
But that's the hardest.
That's pretty hard.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing you can do.
But listen, there was just one night. I do watch Slam Worldwide sometimes, and it was just a case of no face, no case. And I read the comments, and I listened to the song, and I went, "What the fuck is this shit?" But before I knew
common reaction.
Yeah, but before I knew it, I had rewound it and I listened to it again, and I rewound it and I listened to it again, and I was like, I don't know whether I should love this or hate this. But like I said, yeah, I'm a member of a podcast team and all on the radio and stuff like that, and I'm playing it to people and I'm saying, listen to this shit. I'm sorry, but see, like crowd killing, like see the breakdown dancing and stuff like that. I don't like it at all. I don't know how it feels for a band when you've got loads of people in the room and then people start doing the crowd killing stuff, and it just opens up a big, huge space. I'm like, I just like, do you know what else annoys me is like mobile phones at gig as well. But I just like the stage diving and the mosh pit, see all this breakdance and stuff. But I found, because I'm listening to it out of the blue, I find myself fucking doing it. I'm 47 and I'm doing this shit in my fucking living room in here, But out of the blue, I absolutely love it. And again, it must have been an absolute blast to releasing it through Slam Worldwide. So how did you get it through Slam Worldwide? And you must be chuffed as hell that that's happened.
It's not actually very hard. It just you have to write to Slam Worldwide, and then they charge a fee, and that's it.
Yeah,
and obviously, I guess there's probably some kind of rules. I guess you obviously if you sent them a song that's just clean singing, they probably won't put it out.
Yeah, no, they don't accept clean singing, I think.
Yeah, but if you got but basically, as long as you're not terrible, which actually no, they do put a lot of terrible stuff out.
That's true.
So I don't know what the criteria is. Just as long as it's most 99% scream and growl, then it's fine.
I guess as long as it's heavy, they're gonna release your song. Like, but the guy that you know owns Slam Worldwide is like super cool and super communicative and so I do most of the like talking and I like deal with him when it comes to the music videos, and he's super cool about everything. Like he responds pretty quick. Like
I mean, it's a huge avenue for the band. You've certainly used the online community very well, and that's again, you've got more, like you've got fans here in the UK obviously as well, but I mean, I wouldn't have heard if I didn't just have a couple of Jack Daniels one night and started watching Slam Worldwide at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, what's this shit, no face, no case with this graffiti artwork and stuff like that. I can't tell you how many times I've watched that single. I think it's like 51,000 views. I might have contributed quite a few to them. It's an absolutely brilliant video. But I'd imagine though, when you've done it, I don't know if you're in the town centre or something like that, but I imagine you got some looks from the public. Did you get any aggravation from the public or the police or anything like that, or did you just not give a monkeys, not give a shit?
The police, no, but a lot of people staring.
Like just staring, I guess.
Yeah, just
like
staring.
No confrontation.
There was no confrontation, nothing.
Because we were recording in the Old Times Square, which is the most frequented
tourist destination. Although there weren't many tourists at the time.
Yeah, that's true.
But
still, there was a lot of people.
There were some, and you got groups of people just recording us behind the cameraman, and it was. I guess it was pretty funny for random really people that don't know what's going on. And we're playing.
If there was a police, we would have it in our video. So no police here. But guys are like all extroverts, or they doesn't really care. And I think I'm the only introvert in this group. And the worst part was in the Lidl in the shop in Two-Faced. I thought I'm gonna kill myself.
The only difference is that you don't drink.
No.
That's maybe true. That's maybe true.
But to be also cringe.
In Lidl, I had a really hard time.
Cringe.
I was just like,
there was cringe in there.
The granny over there is looking, or the shopkeeper's looking. Oh shit! I'm just gonna act normal, but I'm still gonna be in this group.
And there was just like music from the cell phone, and we had like.
And we didn't even drink before. We didn't even drink before recording in the Lidl.
Yeah, we actually went to buy our first beers at Lidl. So we were all sober at that point.
That was a mistake.
Fun fact, there was actually like 5 minutes before we arrived to the shop. I saw my employee with his wife walking in. So I was like, okay, there it goes, there it starts.
I'm just wondering if anybody regarded you as terrorists. I mean, you were carrying like a beer gun about, I mean, that's a lethal weapon. Do you still have it? Do you still have it?
No. That was destroyed during the filming of Out of the Blue
by the director.
Because Philip, the bassist, kept going up behind him and going
poking him with the gun,
and he got really pissed off and just turned around and smashed the gun.
That's great, guys. Thanks a lot for that. But also one of the outstanding things about one of your videos is the way that it's edited. I mean, I don't think I've seen many videos where there's like lightsabers, for example, or but I honestly really love Out of the Blue, the way that it was put together. So who was responsible for that then?
Yeah, that's me. I edit most of the videos for an FNC. I didn't edit Two-Faced, but that's the only one. I edited that beat. I edited Out of the Blue, and I'm editing the one that's going to be coming out in the upcoming months, I guess. I don't know yet.
But Out of the Blue was also we got a director for it because our roommate is a director, and he said, he doesn't want another video to end up like Two-Faced because he really
without concept.
Yeah, he really doesn't like Two-Faced, and he was like, I don't want another video ending up like Two-Faced, so I'm gonna direct this one for free.
I will just destroy your big gun. So
and then he
that was the price.
The price was too much.
But
the price.
But
he won't be. He won't be with us on the next video because of the gun.
Yeah, it ended up really well.
Yeah. He did nice job.
For sure. Yeah,
and it's good.
Sorry, on you go.
Oh, it's good that they're roommates because then they could go through all the footage. Late nights. You don't have to go to someone's house.
Yeah.
You can just go to the next room and say, hey, you want to go through the footage? And
it's similar to how we put together songs with Toby.
Yeah, we just go to the next room and, hey, I got a new riff.
Write drums for it.
Yeah. So it's a huge advantage.
Apart from the song itself, which I can't stop playing it, and I'm not lying to you, I cannot stop playing it. The two things I love about the video is when you've got the Windows sound and the amount of reaction videos, like if I turn to my fucking computer, what's wrong with my computer? The amount of people that get caught out by that, but also the end, you just nice wee piano.
Yeah.
Actually, when I saw the first edit, I was actually pretty shocked because I was watching it on my iPhone and I'm like, why the fuck is my iPhone doing a Windows sound? Why is my phone shutting down like a computer? And then, oh wait, it's the video.
Yeah.
It's absolutely brilliant. But Matt, with you being the vocalist of the band, then do you do all the lyrics of the songs, or do you welcome contributions from all of the band?
Yeah, I write all the lyrics pretty much.
So why are you so angry? Why are you so angry?
What? Me?
Why are you so angry and like wanting to beat everybody?
Oh, yeah.
Not singing about flowers and roses.
Yeah, I guess that's all I write about being angry at people, that piss me off in different ways.
Maybe it's like hip hop, rap inspired.
Yeah, it's influenced. It's kind of influenced by rap sometimes, especially Out of the Blue.
Even the videos.
Yeah, even the videos.
I don't think you want to get into it, but Two-Faced was personal.
Yeah, but like generally, like there's always people that piss you off. That's kind of like but like I generally don't like to get too deep into the lyrics because it's beatdown. Like the lyrics don't matter. It's all about we're just making weird sounds that fit the rhythm of the music. Yeah. That's how I personally,
To be honest with you, when you say like stop your fucking bullshit, you fucking cunt, I think that's pretty much self-explanatory.
Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, it's all straight to the point.
Yeah, but it's all
there's no deep hidden meanings. Stuff like that.
Is it all against the system as well, like politics and just the way the world is just now as well, or is it just you just want to beat everybody up?
I guess I don't really want to beat anyone up. It's kind of just but it's kind of just filtering the frustration with people through the lyrics. Yeah, that's kind of
like no, I don't know how to translate that. It's basically it's the same with all of us. We play aggressive music. None of us are really aggressive.
Yeah. Do you know something? I kind of noticed that. Seeing the video, you've got arms like that, arms and legs like that. You know what I mean? So I don't think we would win in a fair fight. But it's just the music. But you bring it over so well. But on a serious note, though, I would urge you to play more songs like Out of the Blue. The mix of the growls with the rap vocals is just It was totally unexpected, but it just blew me away. And you've certainly garnered yourself a new bunch of fans.
Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna like the EP because that's where we're heading. Like that, like Out of the Blue set the direction of the sound of our sound pretty much. And we're experimenting a bit in the EP.
There's one song that's a little bit different.
That worries me. That worries me.
What?
That worries me.
It's still riff wise and drum wise it's the same. Matt hasn't recorded vocals on it yet, so only he knows what the vocals are gonna sound like.
I don't yet.
Oh, okay. Okay, but there's a couple little things that are slightly different, but it's one song. The rest is all very true to the sound that we kind of set with Out of the Blue.
Yeah.
We're definitely not planning to go in the direction of Bring Me the Horizon or anyone like that. Most of the we all listen to loads of different genres, loads of different types of music. You know, I listen to classical, I listen to jazz. I think all of us have loads of different tastes. But when we set out to start doing NFNC, we wanted it to be pure beatdown. We realized that that's kind of
boring,
a very small amount of things that we can do, and that we can't really creatively express anything within the small category which is pure beatdown. So we kind of expanded, but we're still planning to stay at the moment, definitely we think forever we will stay doing something that's we're not going to change to pop or metalcore.
Yeah, we want to keep it heavy, but we also want the EP to be a fun listen. You know, to just so it's not the same thing over and over again. You know, every song.
Because
I was going to keep this for a separate argument. But this is an argument I have with friends and over a pint all the time. It's like as I was speaking earlier, I grew up in like death metal, like when it first started and stuff like that. And my favorite album of all time is Obituary with Cause of Death. And ever since then, I'm thinking they haven't even touched that. They've not got anywhere near that. They've progressed as musicians. But I don't want that. I want them to play Cause of Death 2, Cause of Death 3, Cause of Death 4. You know what I mean? So when you say like you're going to progress and change your sound, but you're always going to remain no face, no case, yeah?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the plan. Obviously, years down the road, something might happen and we might change the sound. Yeah. But as of now, we're not planning that, and we pretty much all agree that we want to continue playing this because we all listen to heavy music.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the one genre that we all listen to is heavy music. Yeah, we all have other things that we listen to. I think we all listen to rap, but all of us listen to different kinds of rap. We all listen to different kinds, rock, old school stuff, but different kinds of stuff.
Electronic music.
Electronic pop. But the one genre that we can all agree on is heavy music, and I think we're always going to fit within what we've done so far.
A piece of advice: keep it heavy. But I forgot one question for Out of the Blue, Matt. See, I think I was about 3/4 of the way through the song. Did you actually get kicked in the face? Did they connect with that kick?
Oh, no, I didn't, thankfully. Oh. But it really looks like that, so we kind of made it.
Must have been.
Yeah. Well, I think he moved out of the way, and because of the timing, it really looks like he got kicked in the face.
Yeah.
And so
camera angle and
it just worked in our favor to just have that little edit.
Kind of just made a joke out of it.
Actually, Marek got kicked in the back of the head by me.
No, it was by you.
Yeah, it was
I thought it was by Philip. All right.
I didn't even know that.
And then
it was from the back, so.
Yeah, and then I ended up with my leg around his shoulder, and I couldn't get it down. and so I was there for like half a minute, just trying to get my leg off of Marek's shoulder, and it was just stuck there.
So Marek, are you going to get him back in the next video then, just a wee kick in the back of the head?
Well, I'm definitely gonna kick Toby's ass. I don't know if I can like that high so I could kick his head or something, but his ass definitely.
Good stuff then, good stuff. But with the new EP then, will you be using the experience of your previous recordings and maybe trying something different the way that the EP is going to be recorded?
Well, I think we're pretty much satisfied with the way we record now. The process of shooting riffs back and forth and ideas back and forth, and then coming to Vojta Pačesný, which is our producer, Paranoia Productions, and recording it there.
Shout out.
Plus also
Ahoj, Vojto.
plus all of just the way he contributes, like without pushing his own ideas on us, but also helping us make everything sound more
as good as possible.
Yeah, as good as possible. And then after he records it, does all the production stuff, he sends it over to Simone Pietroforte over in Italy, who does Distant. He does Marina. He does a lot of. Those are the two biggest bands I could think of. But Distant are cool. But
the important thing is he does the mixing and mastering for our music. Like, you didn't even mention that.
Yeah, he does the mix and the master, and he's really good. He's really quick. Like he'll get the the production, the recording, and within like 2 or 3 hours he'll have the mix. And then we'll have
first version.
First version, and then most of the time it's like 1 or 2 details, like
make the drum basses more loud.
Or like I usually complain about the snare because he always tries something, and it's always good, but I always feel like I want something else. So there's always a little bit that needs changing, but his turnaround and his attitude is so great. Like we'll ask for something he's like on Two-Faced, he sent us like 10-20 versions.
Wow. Yeah, that's.
Or was it Deadbeat?
I don't remember.
I don't know what.
I think it was Deadbeat, honestly.
Okay, yeah, Deadbeat.
Once we found the sound we wanted, it was like a lot easier.
Yeah, with Deadbeat, he's I guess it was Deadbeat. He sent like 20 versions because every time there's we notice one little thing that is good, but it could be just a little bit different. The bass tone took a long time to get right because he's in Italy, we're in the Czech Republic. We can't be in the room with him while he's doing the mix, so it's just we sent him a couple of bands that where we liked the bass tone. He did something similar, and it was a little bit too distorted. So he took a bit of distortion off. It was a little bit not distorted enough. So it a lot of fine tuning goes into it. But really,
he's really cool with it, and always do like what we want, and we are like we like to appreciate him because the sound is.
And also he's done things like in Two-Faced, there's a little Easter egg at the end. Don't know how he did it, but I don't know what he did. But at the end, he did something that
with the guitars
with the guitars that made them just 8 million times heavier.
There's like another layer under the guitars. I think it's some blend of heavy distorted guitars and some kind of synth. I guess it's like his secret kind of, but the sound is like
it's amazing.
Yeah.
And like
So why not have that throughout the song then?
Well, no, it's like to the final breakdown, it adds just so much more. But like, if we had it throughout the whole song, through the two steps and the faster riffs,
it wouldn't have the impact.
It wouldn't have the impact. And it's also great that it comes at the end when we've got the heaviest riff in the whole song, and then suddenly the sound gets twice as heavy, and it's
nasty.
Yeah.
And it just has a huge impact on the sound.
So Marek, is Toby the one that always moans a lot? I'm not happy with this. I'm not happy with that. Is he the one that always moans?
Well, I don't think it's especially Toby. I think all of us are more like that. But well, I think it's a good thing, because if we didn't moan about everything, it wouldn't be as good as it is.
Do you know, Marek, you just summed it up perfectly then, because if you didn't moan, it wouldn't, out of the blue, wouldn't sound the way that it did. So
that's right.
Keep moaning then. Keep moaning.
That's what I like about NFNC, is that everyone has an equal voice in what the final product will sound like. And that's what makes it great, I think.
Any decision making, just everything that ever has to be discussed is discussed as if we're all equals.
One person.
And we've had arguments. But they weren't arguments like "you're an asshole, I hate you." It was more like, just
turn the drums up. But
turn the drums up, turn them down.
But that's actually, I was quite disappointed with your answer, to be honest with you, because I thought they would be like fisticuffs in the studio and blood on the walls and everything like that. But it appears to be like you're quite a unit, quite.
Yeah, we spend a lot of time together. We're always hanging out. If it's not band practice or in the studio, is drinking somewhere on a park bench, because and when pubs were open, it was drinking in pubs. But
then on the park bench.
I cannot wait to taste a pint of lager. But you released all your singles within the last year, so like every other band releasing music at this time, it must be pissing off that you didn't get, you haven't had any time to promote it in a live environment. But I'm just wondering if you've got any gigs lined up towards the end of the year, with maybe Hope on the Horizon with vaccines and stuff like that. Do you have anything planned?
We've got we got 2 shows confirmed, which are Death. Not confirmed, but we've got.
We've got
3.
We've actually got a show confirmed for summer, which is at Death Coffee Party, which is a pretty large Czech festival, like death/hardcore festival.
Yeah, and then we got a really cool opportunity with British band. No,
I think they're American.
No, American band called Slaves, because there's also a British band called Slaves. But they play something completely different to what we play. It's all clean singing. But out of the 3 Czech bands that are playing there, we're like the main.
It's like a huge opportunity.
Yeah, it's huge. And then we've got one with Silent Generation, the album release party, which has been moved about 5 times already. And that's going to be with Abyss Above from Slovakia and
Ex-Vicious X
from
Belgium.
Yeah. So that's what we've got confirmed, but we've got a lot more in the works.
Good.
But it all depends on the vaccines, because the Czech Prime Minister fucked everything up, and there's not enough vaccines.
So did the UK, but I'm meant to be in the next age range to get it. So I keep on waiting for the postman every morning to see if I get a letter. No, but it's cool that you're getting to see live. But I was just wondering, how many songs do you have for the EP? And you've got your 3 singles. Will you be playing every single song that you have? Are you going to play 1 or 2 different band songs? Or have you got enough material for like a half-hour set or something?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, we got enough for a half-hour set.
I think at least half. No.
I think once we release our EP, with the amount, with the kind of slots that we're going to be getting, we probably won't even be able to play every song. Which sucks because we'll probably have to not play one or two songs ever, or you know, we'll have to
change it.
Yeah, we can swap them out, but
it's trial and
but,
error.
you know,
It's trial and error, isn't it? You've got to find out what's best, what works best.
Yeah, what people get the most hype for. But the EP is gonna have six songs.
Yeah.
One of which is an intro.
You see, that's what I was going to say. If you've got 6 songs for an EP, see, it's quite hard for a reviewer sometimes if they get an EP with like 4 songs and you love it, and then it ends and you're like, oh, I want more. And then because sometimes I look at an album as got a beginning, middle, and an end. It tells a story, you know. And you're telling me you've got 6 songs. I'm like, write 2 or 3 more, and you've got an album.
But I mean, the intro is pretty much going to be a standalone song, just a bit shorter.
Yeah,
it's not
just kind of a short song.
We wanted to avoid putting like a minute-long sample as an intro, because I feel like that's just lazy.
Yeah,
you know.
But it's going to be, you know, short and it's going to be short, but it's going to be quick to the point. And it's going to be as fun as possible.
It's going to be a showcase of what you'll pretty much hear on the EP.
But like the entire EP is short, sharp, to the point.
Oh yeah.
Well, see when it's ready. You know where to send it. I'll certainly promote the shit out of it. If I can play it in radio, I will play it in radio. But I'll certainly get reviewed here at Moshville Times, and I don't know how many groups I'm in. I'll certainly promote the shit out of it in the groups that I'm in. But listen, we've only got just over 6 minutes left because you guys talk a lot. And I know that this is going to be tough, but we're going to talk about the instruments that you play. So Marek, we start off with you. So what instrument, what guitar are you using to record the EP with?
Well, we are using Wojtas Pachesny guitars because we are just too lazy to bring our own. And we also play cheap guitars.
His are better than us.
Yeah.
He has better guitars than us.
Better guitarist, so he has better equipment. So yeah, we play. So both Radek and me play for his guitar.
When you play live, then what are you going to use?
Sorry?
When you play live?
Oh, when I play live, well, I'm glad you asked because
show it.
Yes.
I think we are going to be the first beatdown band ever who plays headless guitars.
Yeah.
How many strings is on that? 7?
7. We both play with Radek 7-string because we play drop G.
That's what I was going to ask. So what do you tune it to?
Yeah, drop G.
Cool.
All of our material is drop G.
Yeah.
Philip has a Squire 4-string bass, though.
That's kind of tough, but
he's not good enough to have a 5-string bass, no.
No, he wouldn't use the 5th string.
Exactly.
He wouldn't use the 2nd string, so.
Do you know, I was going to say that. I was going to bring that up. But Radek, what do you use then? What's your guitar of choice?
I use my Ibanez. I will show you.
Funnily enough, he's just got it handy, isn't he? Oh.
It's like the really nice poplar top here, so that's like my shit. But it's like nothing compared to Wojta's guitar, so that's why we are on his guitar. But
it also has a head, so that's not so good.
Yeah, that's really disappointing.
Actually, cool. What about you, Kobe? Like, see, you're talking about your snare sound earlier on. Is it quite difficult to get the sound that you want?
Actually no, because I have had my current setup, not except the cymbals, for 5 years, and other than the toms and bass drum, which I don't really bother tuning very much, the snare drum I've changed the snare wires on it. I've changed both heads multiple times. I've changed the rims. I have an old, like 80s Tama Tama Swing Star steel snare, and my whole kit is Tama. And I use a mix of cymbals, but I'm trying to get it all vinyl because that's my favorite brand.
Cool. What drumsticks do you use?
I currently use Vickfirth X55Bs, but we're going to be working on trying to get endorsement, and the brand that we've picked out is Pelwood, which I think is a Czech brand, and they have something similar to the Vickfirth X55B. So if we get that endorsement, then I'll be using those. But if not, Vickfirth X55B.
I'm kind of afraid no brand's gonna want to endorse us.
Yeah,
honestly.
but because I went through a lot of really heavy sticks. I used marching sticks, which are basically 3 times the size of a normal stick. I went from the standard 5A that pretty much every beginner uses. I went all the way down to the heaviest stick, and then I realized that I can't really play very dynamically with that. So then I've gone to kind of a compromise, which is the X55B, which is it's like a slightly heavier stick. I have big hands and it's pretty thick, but it's not too heavy, so I can play ghost notes. I can play, different dynamics. Yeah.
Cool. Listen, we've only got a couple of minutes left, but Matt, have you went through a range of microphones until you're settled on the one that you're using for the recording, or are you quite simple and just use the one that's in the studio?
Not really. Just like the guitarist, I use whatever Vojta has in the studio. I guess it's a pretty good condenser mic, but for live shows, I got the standard SM57,
SM58.
58?
Yeah,
so.
SM57 is for
guess.
guitars.
Yeah. Okay.
For
I guess
instruments.
it's SM58 for the vocals. Yeah, which is
currently we are playing it through the Fender guitar combo, so it's it's really cool.
We don't have a PA in our band room, so so it's all just done really
it's
weirdly.
that vintage touch on the vocals.
Listen, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. Like I said to you, I was nervous about this, but I've had an absolutely brilliant time talking to you guys, and I certainly hope it won't be the last. You know where to send the EP when it's ready. As I said, we'll certainly promote the shit out of it here. So all I can say is it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you, and I look forward to hearing the new music and keep in touch.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
Thank you as well. See ya.
Cheers.
Bye.
Cheers.
Oh.